The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend of the NFL is underway.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Lance going to put it up right away. Swings this out for Hunt.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge. They're not getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Here we go.
Right back to Juszczyk again. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Lance going to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
It's not quick about the gain there in 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose.
And it's picked up by the Eagles.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yep, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Aaron Siposs on to punt as he'll get this one away now.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Our eyes and attention are on the fullback. Big time carry, big yardage. But how about the guys up front, the offensive line? A lot of people think they may have to block it differently for the fullback to get big yardage. They really don't. Because he's big, strong, and powerful, a lot of times he makes his own way. They may not have to block as hard.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
From midfield, here's Lance. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a 1st down.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Lance.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline. But out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, taking it right down Broadway. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 67 yards.
And the Eagles are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Well, we did, in fact, get our first points of the game on the field goal attempt. Just, maybe not the way that we expected with a return the other direction.
And right now, you know what's popping into my brain? That adage every coach says to us, if you block a kick and score off of it, 95% of the time, your team wins the game. I can't quantify the numbers, but it certainly seems to work out that way.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. Another carry here for the fullback, Juszczyk. The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get down for the sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. This is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in his first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
It's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match. And maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. His way down to the 16. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Let's go. Go. 17.
From the 16, Lance. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Niners have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
To try again after the sack. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll turn to Sanders, but he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll be set up a good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we've come upon a look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's got some space here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
First man through, it's the fullback use check. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll run the option on third and short yardage.
He will not get the yard he needed. He goes the wrong direction. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Right back to Sanders on first down. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Here's Hurts to throw. Goes right back to Smith again.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You got a tuck roll, didn't you? Yeah, I think that's one people remember. I also know this, in Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 26 yards.
And the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
So, momentum, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will make this a 19-point game. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 8 coming up. And Lance now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Now Lance on the option right.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Here's Lance to throw it.
Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Desperation time here. Lance. And finding Keelan Cole. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing now is Lance.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Flushed out right.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
19 Tigers.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there at 22. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A.J. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are moving closer to a day now, the NFC Championship game, as they're able to extend this fourth-quarter lead. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance, right side, and he finds Gray. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Finding room at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Lance looking to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Lance now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance got a man, that's Ayuk. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably is Agent.
Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers get a bit closer. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with the touchdown reception. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. And they're going to finish this one strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Elliott on for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lance
Being chased out left. Out to Cole on the right side. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Now Lance going to throw. Connects with Cole again. And he is going to have a Niners first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
The throw taken in by Cole. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Lance.
Got an open man, Keelan Cole.
One final try now for Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. And the Eagles season will continue at least one more week. Thanks for watching, and